leader of the DA. And I am proud of the mission we've embarked on. It's a mission to build one South Africa for all. It was always a mission to say we will grow into communities we've never grown before and hold the center of politics, where black people, white people, Indian people and colored people can work together to realize the dreams of a prosperous nation. So, along with that, I'm proud that we've maintained that mandate. We've gone out to build. In a universe where so many in the world will hark back to racial nationalism and a form of populism, we've stayed the course. It's a historic mission that this party has always been engaged with, and it's one that I am proud to continue and will continue. We are going to be taking this party forward to grow in more communities, to grow in more areas, because ultimately it's about holding the center. It's about making sure that citizens can work together. More than anything, I know when we stepped into this election, we promised that in this place, South Africans need to be brave. They need to know that they're standing before a liberation movement. And one day, this country will enter into a post-liberation movement era. That is what this project is about. It's about breaking the back of that so that one day we can live with a party that contests against racial nationalism at its best. And therefore, I think what this election has been about the realignment of politics. It's about bringing together a new center ground that the DA will occupy and will continue. There's been a rise in nationalism, and parties that stand for that maybe in some ways have been rewarded. But it doesn't mean the project is wrong. It means that you have to pursue it regardless of what happens. And what I'm looking forward to in the next while is building with a team of South Africans that are diverse to continue to say this project is adamant. Where votes have been lost, we're going to work hard and go back and get more votes, gain more support, because we're the only alternative in this country that's holding the center together. And I want to say, the thing that I celebrate about these election results is the fact that we've demonstrated that we're a diverse base, that it doesn't matter where we've come from. I've just got the latest projections that say that, in fact, even in a place like Soweto, where the DA was accustomed to only getting 5% of votes there, is getting 13%, 14%. In certain VDs, it's showing that it's growing. To me, that tells me that we can grow in Soweto as we can in Sandton. That is a powerful mission. In a world where people are saying, no, I want to stick to my own, people are standing together in this election, and I'm grateful for that. I want to say that yes, at times, citizens will become worried. As I said in our closing rally that, yeah, it is tough for South Africa. It is a tough time. The economy is in a terrible state. We're growing at 0.8%. It's why our mission of putting a job in every home has never been more important. And that's why I'm grateful that we will retain the Western Cape. And here in Gauteng, we are challenging. As you can see, no one can guarantee that the ANC will retain its outright majority. And that's because we must never fall prey to the lie that says that, in fact, only people who look like you, worship the same God as you, or speak the same language as you, are the only ones who can protect your rights. The facts are, people can work together. Now, no leader enters a race looking for a loss. No person goes into a tournament or a competition wanting to go. You go and you win. And you go and you work hard. And I'm proud of what the DA has done. We could have succumbed to populist narratives. We could have succumbed to forgetting our values. But we've stuck the course and we've gone backwards. We've gone and fought for that. And even though we've lost some votes, I can guarantee you that we've held the center. We as a party will go back and work even harder to regain those votes. And I will lead that project going forward, because it is the project I've always been engaged with. It's a project that I will go and speak to young people, old people, black people, young, everybody, to say, let's continue this mission. We have been shown that where we govern, life does get better. That's why we can retain. We've shown that even here in Gauteng, we are competing here for the votes here. I'm proud of what this party is doing. And I want to say, humbly so, humbly so, that even for South Africans who say they'll vote one way, I can promise you now, we're going to work hard to get those votes. We're going to work hard to grow from here. And this is a party of all South Africans. And change is not always easy. It is hard. But you must pursue it. You must pursue it with everything that you can. And I will continue to do so. What we begin now is a project towards 2021. The elections will soon come again. Our record of government, where we've shown, is in fact showing that actually 15 of the 20 municipalities are DA run. We will add more to those when we add Joburg and Tshwane. I'm actually quite excited that soon, very soon, we're going back to Nelson Mandela Bay, where ultimately vacancies have been declared. We're going to contest there. And looking at the election results, we're showing that in the wards that we're going to contest there, we got a significant amount of votes there. We will go back, retain those seats, and we will contest for that municipality in the near future so that we can continue to govern in Nelson Mandela Bay and show the people. And that's why I'm glad to have Ethel Trollip here, who is the chairperson of the party, and James Self, who is the federal chairperson, and Soli Malati, who is our national spokesperson. Therefore, fellow South Africans, this is not about, it's about this contest in South Africa. One where you get nationalism on one side, and one where you get a party like the DA that stands for all South Africans. That is the race. And whilst this election has shown that we are realigning politics, it shows that we have a long-term journey. And it may not have happened this time, but trust me, give us 2021, 2024, we will demonstrate to the people of this country that we can hold all South Africans together, make that offer, and bring change to our nation, which our nation so desperately needs. Thank you.
We'll take 3 quick questions.
Sorry, Mercy, are you still confident that you'll be the leader of the DA in 2021? Because there has been speculation that because of the loss of votes that you mentioned, your leadership of the party...
Okay, there you go. The leader of the Democratic Alliance, Maimane, addressing the media there at the National Results Operations Centre. Still pretty much confident, but let's look at the numbers.